Today is the extraordinary beginning of a new era. My name is Jared, and today we shall start a new series, and we shall venture forth into the fantastic world of Guarani. And this is a language that's actually an indigenous language of South America, spoken in Paraguay and environs. And very interestingly, I believe that as of the time of speaking and filming, it's actually the only indigenous language of the Americas that is actually available on Duolingo, but you actually need to set your interface to Spanish in order to actually access it. And in case you want to actually do courses from the English interface and from the Spanish interface at the same time, don't worry, the system will actually allow for that. And you can actually, as of the time of speaking and filming, you can actually switch between them with ease. That is to say, if I'm learning Irish from English and Guarani from Spanish, I can actually, via the home page, I can transfer from one to the other. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on into the fantastic. Yeah, I am totally not reading all of this. Certainly not now. It's actually very, very enchanting to really see things that are written in typewriters. And apparently it also reminds me of the fact that, when I was a child, I would sometimes, play with typewriters, probably handed down to my family significantly. One thing you should definitely be aware of is that while I know a lot of this already, thanks to Omniglot and many other things, this book, which is available on livelingua.com, I will link to this book in the description. It is available for free, and will also provide a lot of useful information as well as misconceptions about the indigenous languages of the Americas. Spoiler alert, a lot of them are not only alive, but also a significant amount of them are also in good health and very commonly used. What's more is I believe that it wouldn't certainly surprise me if there were actually monolingual speakers of some of these languages as well. Okay, so I took a little peek at this book after the very long introduction, and it actually seems that this is the sort of book that actually should be read out loud in many regards. So, I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, but I think that I can actually make it a little bit bigger right now. And so I'll simply go ahead and read things out loud. Now, thanks to me having reached, right now, I believe I'm at level 8 out of a maximum level of 25 in the Duolingo course. And so I'm going to go ahead and read. In Guarani, how is actually short for how are you? And how is written maeshapa. So what does maeshapa? What does that mean? That means how are you? So say the letter a and the word sha. Asha. Now by ashapa. Okay. So try then maeshapa. I think that sounds probably good enough. Okay. So put the maeshapa, and that's how you'd say how are you? Okay. Oh, I know why it says that. It's because it's, I believe this is also training for people who have spoken only English over the course of their life with probably no knowledge of Spanish or any other languages. And so, mbaya shapa is actually supposed to be the translation mbaya shapa, meaning how or how are you, via written out English words that resemble the exact same pronunciation. And so, I don't really, so since maeshapa is a question, the Paraguayan will give a response. A common response to how are you is just fine. In Guarani, just fine is iparante. Iparante is a common response to the greeting maeshapa. Iparante means just fine. Okay, so iparante. Okay, and then and you. I apologize if I'm skipping a lot of the material. It's because I think a lot of it is actually filler, as it would be the case. But it's a lovely book regardless. Okay, ha'nde is how are you, literally, and you. So ha'nde. Okay, so it's very funny. It says, say the name of the motorcycle Honda. Wait, these guys have stolen my ideas. They've stolen every single one of my ideas. Well, actually, I think this book was actually printed probably before I was born. So, doing it again. So, ha'nde is and you. And so, now say the name of the motorcycle Honda. Now say nde instead of da, stressing the de. Honde. What does it mean? And you. Okay. Very well. If a Paraguayan walked in right now, he might greet you by saying, maeshapa. Gee, how much repetition do I need? What would you say back just to mean just fine? Importante. Or you might just say, importante ave, which means just fine too. Try importante ave. or avei. Okay, try that again. Importante avei means just fine too. So say the English syllables alve. Yeah, I am totally not doing any of this alve stuff. I don't really think that I need it. However, if I were a complete beginner, it would actually be very, very helpful for me. Okay, now here we go. Maeshapa, how are you? Importante, hande. Importante ave. Wow, this is so educational and fantastic. I can't wait to actually speak this language beyond 5 words. Okay, so the Guarani expression hande means and you. Since ha means and, what does nde mean? Yeah, let me guess. It probably means flying spaghetti monkeys. I'm totally right. Okay. Nde can mean either you or yours. So nderena means your name. In this case, nde means your, and nera means name. Okay, I don't really think that's actually. I'm trying to think. Nera. Yeah, it's apparently one thing I picked up from. I neglected that from the course, from the Duolingo course, is that the R is pronounced like an ND. So nena. So nena. Okay. So it's nde data. Rapidly 3 times. Quite fun. Okay, so what's your name? Maeshapa is how. Maeshapa nena then literally means how is your name? I don't even really know exactly. Oh, that's how you'd say what is your name. Maeshapa nena means how? What is your name? And then you might answer Shenena Carlos, which means my name is Carlos. Since nde can mean you or yours, she is I. So she is I or my. And X is pronounced like the word SH in English. Now say Shenena rapidly 3 times. Oh, the tongue twister of the century. Shenena, Shenena, Shenena. Okay, moving on. So if somebody asks you, Maeshapa, Nenena, what could you answer? Shenena, Jared. Okay. Caray, Gomez means Mr. Gomez. So Caray is Mr. Okay. How would a Paraguayan have asked your name? Yeah, a lot of repetitions. Okay. And say, I'm happy to know you. And with this we'll conclude. Avia rocuavo. Okay. Avia rocuavo means I'm happy to know you. Okay. So, avia rocuavo. Avia rocuavo. Okay. And this is just repetitions. Until then, I'll just recite this dialogue and I'll conclude on that note. And we are on page 23, or on 22 if you count from the Adobe PDF thing. Okay. Maeshapa nerena. Hello, what is your name? Sherera karai Jared. Nde sherera. Okay, try that again. Maeshapa nerena. Hello, what is your name? Shenena Karai Jared. I am Mr. Jared. Nde. And you? Shenena Karai Carlos. My name is Mr. Carlos. Aviaroy Guavo. I'm pleased to meet you. Okay, so reflections. I hadn't really studied this language in 3 weeks. I feel bad about it. Now I don't feel so bad. Well, until then, this is Jared letting you know that sometimes you can take a break for a long time, but you can always stand up right back on your feet. Have a good one, and see you next time.